Hi, I'm Karen Lafayette, and I'm representing the Vermont Low Income Advocacy Council here today. VLIAC supports the efforts to continue the funding of the Vermont Weatherization Assistance Program at the $12 million level. The past number of years have only made it more apparent that we need to continue investing in the long-term solutions to our energy needs, especially for low-income Vermonters. These Vermont families have faced continued hardships in this economy these past few years, and in this year, the unprecedented cold weather. Home energy costs have become an unbearable burden for many Vermont households. The lower their income, the higher percentage of that income they pay to stay warm. Vermont households with incomes below 50% of the federal poverty level can face an energy burden of 65% of their annual income. Those at 50 to 100 can pay 35% for their energy bills. Even Vermonters at 200% of the federal poverty level can pay 14% of their incomes. It's clear low-income households spend a much higher percentage of their incomes on heating costs than the rest of the population. In this state, we have recognized the energy needs of those vulnerable households. In 7 out of the last 10 years, Vermont has put substantial state dollars to supplement dwindling LIHEAP funding. We've passed legislation that provides a reduction in the cost of energy through utility providers for a good number of Vermont households. We have a crisis fuel program that provides additional assistance to Vermonters that find themselves in emergency situations, and we rely on the generosity of Vermonters for more assistance. The federal, state, and charitable assistance is necessary, but never enough and probably not sustainable. Even with the state adding to the LIHEAP program, the average benefit has been reduced each year, and the number of crisis fuels assists was restricted in legislation last year. Just this past week, the legislature and the state are preparing to put some additional LIHEAP dollars into providing some critical fuel fill-ups to folks who have already exhausted all the help available to them, and still the temperatures are falling, their tanks are almost empty, and there are no resources. One of the solutions seems obvious, and the reason we're here today: reduce the energy cost of Vermont homes through the low-income weatherization program. The average savings of $1,000 per household is $200 more than the average LIHEAP benefit this year, and the savings continues each and every year, covering on average 37% of their household heating costs. The Weatherization Assistance Programs helps Vermont elders, people with disabilities, and all low-income families that qualify to save fuel and money and lessen the need for additional assistance. It provides healthier, warmer home environment and lessens the burden on a critical need. Vermonters in their wisdom have chosen to invest state monies for the Weatherization program for many years. We need to sustain that investment, continue to increase the capacity, and reduce our energy burden for the long term.